Good morning, my dear people. So I am greeting you from the beach of a city which is located on exactly the opposite side of the world from where most of you are. Well, this is 4 a.m. in the morning, 4:20 in the morning, and still pretty dark. And I came here to share with you what I'm observing here happening every morning at this time of the day. But first and foremost, where am I? I am in Vietnam. My adventurous soul brought me here to the opposite side of the world because I like traveling, and I thought it would be a good idea to share with you how this Asian society, this Asian culture addresses aging. And aging is not only about elderly people. Aging is the entire life, because ever since we finish our grow up process, which is, I believe, about 20 something years old, we start aging. Every day, every minute, we start aging. So our aging process, when we speak about addressing aging, it actually more means about how we take care of ourselves on an everyday basis. So, like I said, it's about 25 in the morning, and I want to share with you how the beach is filling up with people. Look at the parking place. Vietnamese people are using bikes much more than cars. They walk a lot too. But I wanted to share how is the beach enlivening this early in the morning. People come to the beach. This is still early. In about maybe 15-20 minutes, you will see how this beach is going to be full of people, and the parking lots will be full of bikes. People are massively heading to the beach. You can hear their voices, their language. You will ask, what do they do so early on the beach? Well, Vietnam starts their day very, very early. Maybe because the sun. So the sunrise is pretty early, but the sunset is also pretty early. Even in summertime, the sunset here is at 6:30, if I'm not mistaken. So by 7 p.m. it's already dark. So it's kind of naturally inviting people to start their day and finish their day earlier, which is, in fact, the healthiest way from a hormonal health point of view. So people start their day with physical activity. Well, it's 4:45 in the morning. The street lights went off. The sun hasn't risen yet, but it's coming there. You can see the beautiful pink color on the back. And it's the best time to catch nice colors when the street lights are off. It's really beautiful here. I am right in the center city beach, and the people, there are more and more and more people, and even a little doggy came to start its day. People here love dogs very much, so they come to walk their dogs here too. And it's actually pretty clean in terms of, dog feces and all that, so I'm very conscious about it. So just showing you people gathering together, somebody sitting, somebody running, somebody doing exercise. There's a little boat there you can observe. Here they are. So zooming a little bit for you so you can see better. So simple movements, look at that, just walking and swaying their arms back and forward, stretching, twisting. So speaking about the simple movements, here we can observe very common to see here in Asia type of movement when you just stay on your feet and you swing your hips in a circular motion. It's a so typical movement in Oriental disciplines, and it's absolutely amazing for the hips and the balance and the health of your spine. So you can observe that happen now. And there is quite a cute scene if you can see it. It's a father and a kid doing the same movement. So this is how they learn from very, very young to take natural care of their body. So to them, it is not something special. It is not something wow. It's just a normal way of beginning the day. And there is mama coming, and they just go walk or stand, and they are waiting for the sun to come up, and they shake their arms, and the baby there I can see pretty entertained, loving to do what the daddy is doing. So it is 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me zoom slightly back. 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun is almost out. The colors are absolutely unbelievable. The camera doesn't really show the full extent of the beauty I'm seeing right now with my eyes. And I think it's just such a luck, such a blessing to be able to see that. So while the sun is coming up, it's already 5 a.m. in the morning. There are more people on the beach, everyone doing exercise. So like I said earlier, people in Vietnam wake up very early, and it's a normal, natural way of being. And it's a bigger city actually, because we could think that people are more, faithful to the nature in more rural areas or more province areas. But no, this is pretty big city. I believe it's third biggest city in Vietnam. And right across the street, the huge tall buildings are there, which I will show you later, hotels and apartment buildings. A lot of movement already on the road. And so it doesn't matter if it's a big city or not. So here you can see like little gyms on the street, which are many here, and you can observe headstands and bicycle movement, and people do their abs exercises further there. And all those are people 60 plus, I believe. 60 plus I can see. So like I was saying, they wake up super early, but then at around 11 or noon, it's a nap time. And depending on what people do for living, some of them lie down in their offices or at their homes to rest. Others sleep right there in their cars or on top of their bikes on the street. Or I even saw hammocks stretched across between the trees, and people rest there. And it's just so natural to follow well, I don't even, I think I'm lacking the words. It is so beautiful to observe people following the natural needs of their body according to the weather. So the hottest time everywhere during summer is around noon. So that's when you will see them taking their naps. And then they wake up and go back to their activity again at around 3 p.m. I mean, they don't sleep this whole time. Some of them are sleeping, some of them sleep partially and then do other things at home. But and in the afternoon, evening, say, in the evening, you will see the slowdown in noises and slowdown in activity, pretty much together with the sun. As sun is going down, they also slow down the activities, and by 9 p.m. you will pretty much, hear nothing. Maybe few cars here and there, but mainly the noises are down. There is actually a law here in Vietnam that especially in the apartment complexes, you gotta stop making noise at 9 p.m. So and they actually follow it very well. And by 9 p.m., 10 p.m. for sure, nobody's making noises. So because of the time difference, my teaching here falls into the night time. So there's no noise whatsoever. Oh, that is such a good thing to do. Oh my goodness, I want to lie on that bench. It's such a great thing for the back. So I just want to tell you, all those people, well, maybe you know that Asian people usually look younger. They usually look younger than than we think they should, right, in their age. So it's sometimes hard to tell how old they are. But looking closer, I can tell that most of them are actually seniors. Well, and it's understandable because they are retired, they have more time, and definitely more appreciation for better health. So most of those people are in their starting 60s and on. And like I said earlier, look at the amount of bikes. So people came here, so many people came here. There's no even empty spot to walk, pretty much. So it just speaks about the amount of people who come in the mornings to the beach to start their day, which we will witness very, very, very soon. I myself instinctually, and it's about my body needs and my preferences, of course, never really was a big fan of super hard exercise, like high impact, athletic exercise. For myself, for my body, never really felt correct thing to do. And I'm seeing that here, most of the people, the movements that they do, like I said earlier, they're very, very simple. The thing is not impactful movements, but about doing them constantly or doing them in a regular basis. So sometimes earlier, before COVID times, I was teaching at the Jewish Family Service Center, and there was this lady who was always sitting in front of me. She was not Asian lady, she was an American lady. She was also always sitting in front of me in the same spot, and I would see her every single class, every single class. She looked in a good shape, naturally good shape. Maybe late 70s, early 80s years old, but hardly that. And one day I saw her leaving the class, and she bent over to tie her lace, and then she straightened up and continued walking without even, you know, uh, you know, catching her breath or anything like that, like a normal thing. And somebody was walking beside me, and they told me, "Do you know how old she is?" And I said, "Well, I mean, she looks like she is on her late 70s and very early 80s." And they said, "No, she's 96." And I said, "No way, this cannot be possible." And I got closer to her, and I mean, she was my long-time student, so I felt confident to ask her, like I said, "Please tell me, how old are you?" And she liked me very much, so she didn't feel offended about the question. And she said, "I'm 96." And I asked her, like, "Please share with me, what did you do your entire life, health-wise, to look so naturally healthy at 96?" And she said, "I never did high impact exercises. It was always something like Tai Chi, meditation, yoga, mild exercises, but in a regular basis." And she told me, she smiled at me and she said, "Just continue doing what you do and you will live even longer than I." And that felt like a mother blessing to me. And that's actually the wisdom, the life wisdom. Look, we are witnessing the sun is coming up. We don't need anything impactful in terms of healing and health maintenance. We just need constance. We just need constantly taking care in a mild way. Believe me, this movement that the lady is slowly doing is way more beneficial than one in a seldom done movement, strong movement and very high impact movement. So I will just quiet down. I want to show this magical moment of the day being born. It is really, really amazing to me. 5:15 in the morning, guys. Look how many people are here. This is a happy nation. They greet the day. They come and greet the day. It's already pretty light, you can tell that, right? The sun is about to show its edge over there. And there are more and more people coming. And probably for half an hour more, we will be witnessing this amount of people. And then they will start going back to their businesses, homes, having breakfast, having coffee. They love coffee here. And the day will begin. And then by 10, 11 in the morning, there will be nobody on the beach. It will be just completely empty. Maybe here and there some tourists, but local people enjoy the beach between 4 and 5:30 a.m. and after 4 p.m. You can also see a lot of locals, which are the naturally best times, safest times to enjoy the sun. And you can see the movements they do, tapping on their body. You see, I'm so excited to show this to you. What I teach you in our classes is what people here in Asia do on an everyday basis. And I find it so exciting that I am now here myself in person to show it, to see it myself. All those little dots in the water, those are people swimming. It's really, really beautiful sight to me. And here are some couple of gentlemen playing badminton. You can observe that. Let me zoom it out a little bit. You will see them. There they are playing badminton. Here you can see some yoga happen. Rubbing the ears. Rubbing the ears. And I have to tell you that I'm so pleased to see that not the whole world is spoiled with the phones and gadgets. I myself look awkward here with the phone in my hand, as 99% of people are without the phones. They are just here witnessing the moment and exercising and communicating with each other. There's barely phones here, you will observe. So I feel myself quite awkward among this these people holding the phone in my hand, but I do it purposefully to shoot this video and share it with you guys and with many more people, hopefully, about this amazingly healthy way to start the day. It is so organic here, so organic. And look how there's no excuses. You don't even need special gear, special clothing. Ladies with their dresses or pants coming here to do some little exercise. No problem. No problem. They just do it. I'm just showing you here and there. I don't, want to point the camera very, much to the people. Kind of don't want to intrude, but I still want to show you here and there little samples of the movements that they repeatedly do here. And I'm absolutely happy and excited to see that what they do is what we do in class. So it's just so awesome to see that the wise Oriental world, health-wise, is doing exactly the same. Well, basically, I picked it from there, but now I'm witnessing it in person. Okay, I walked through the motorcycle jungle and continue walking here. And the sun is soon going to appear. Not yet. The camera doesn't really show it quite yet. Not yet, it just technically doesn't show it. Yeah. Here, this is more accurate color. So the sun is almost up. Here is another little sport ground. Oh, look at this, more badminton. I love it. They start the day with such a nice mood and smiling and laughing. Oh my goodness. I am happy to be here, really. As weird as the Asians may look to the Westerners' eyes, it's such a wise, look at that. Yay, the sun is there. So what I was saying is, as weird as Asians may look in Westerners' eyes, it's probably one of the wisest nations here on the globe. Starting the day with simple joys, with a very simple, smooth movements every day, day after day, morning after morning. That's what makes them a happier part of the world, healthier part of the world, and certainly the better longevity is being observed here as well. And the day is here. Welcome, 7th of July. We just start our day. 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. here in Vietnam, city called Nha Trang, on the beautiful Pearl Beach of the Indic Ocean. What a good way to start my day, and being able to share it with you, my dear people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is what I promised. Zumba classes. 5:35 in the morning, guys. Can you imagine that? Awesome, awesome. This is how I like it. Look how the colors change. 5:35 in the morning. Woohoo! Here is the sun. I love you. Oh, I love you. Another group. We're approaching another group. And here is a little bit of the city, of the beach, well, of the first line of the beach. You can see it's actually a big city. Tall buildings here. Showing you just a little bit of the city, just to share a bit of the city views. And here is the motorcycle country. Yes, it's actually quite smart from the pollution point of view and traffic also. You can tell that it's a big city. There's a little moon up there in the sky. It's 5:40 in the morning and the day has officially begun.